Hello everyone, it's that time again for Meme Review. There's a lot of anarcho-monarchist memes on this one, so just be aware of that. Prepare yourself to go down the purple rabbit hole. Follow the purple ball or the purple rabbit. Anyway, so this is a very wordy one. You can just pause it if you'd like. There's a lot to it. I'm not really going to go over it, but it's really great. My favorite one is right here. Crippling taxes go to Karens and war criminals. Low taxes go towards massive, crazy parties. So, yeah, that one's a little too long. Anyway, when commies hate on Ancapistan for solving climate change and poverty. Hold on, this whole operation was your idea. One of my favorite prequel memes. Prequel memes are always pretty good, actually. Moving on. Wait, so capitalism is the answer? Always has been. That's very true. We've always been able to do this. The technology for Arkology probably first came about around World War I, honestly. Even before that. Maybe like the year late 1800s, very late 1800s, 1890, 1900, around there. When a few brothels are caught evading the kingdom's sin taxes, so the king hires a team of private knights to physically remove them from the castle, and you make sure you're super high to watch the 21st century hookers versus knights battle go down. This is just a little taste of a funny occurrence that is inevitable, actually, based on the social contract. Only a matter of time before this happens, which is the most beautiful part of the meme. Obviously, it will be very polite. It's not necessarily going to be a battle. A battle is a very strong word for that scenario. Oh, sorry, I got a repeat here. If you don't like the Green New Deal, then come up with your own ambitious, on-scale proposal to address the global climate crisis. Until then, we're in charge, and you're just shouting from the cheap seats. I can't make my voice that squeaky. Sorry, I do a very bad AOC impression. Maybe if I practice, I'll be better. Anyway, we are way ahead of you. Don't worry about that. I have read the entire Green New Deal legislation. It is like 2 pages long, and it really reads like it was written as a high school project. Like the night before. Just rushed to the night before. This one's fun. Remember to support your local Ancapistan UBI system by doing lots of hookers and blow. This public service announcement is proudly brought to you by John McAfee. Yeah, so I think hookers and blow is really going to be and heroin are going to be a very lucrative source of UBI funding. You know what? It's a free country, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? They're not hurting anyone but themselves. And I've hung out with people who are heroin addicts, and you know what? Other than the tendency to steal to feed their habit, they're not horrible people. They're not demons. They're not. Honestly, I'd probably rather be friends with them than your average politician any day of the week. My face when people bring up democracy in a debate. Sounds good, but it doesn't work. This one is me on Reddit every single day. It's so hard to break that psychological stranglehold that democracy has on people. I never really believed doing the pledge. I never really felt it. It's too like zombie. It's too robotic. You know, just I pledge allegiance to the flag, right? So I don't know. Maybe my classmates did, and that neural pathway in them is just so ingrained and so strong that they just can't get past it. They can't look past it or see past it. Moving on. Are you okay? You hit your head pretty hard back there. What? Trump? Mortgage? Student loans? COVID? Election? I don't know what you're talking about. But quick, get up. We're watching the jetpack jousting tournament from a Zeppelin in 45 minutes. This one's great. I love this one. It's just like everything about it. I love this meme. Just the fact that he has no idea what a mortgage or a student loan or COVID or elections are. I mean, you can kind of imagine living in that world, and it would be so relieving. This one was a real hit with people, actually, for obvious reasons. The jetpack jousting from a Zeppelin has also perked people's ears up for sure. I could make more of these with these like really clever, amazing scenarios, but I was talking to a friend of mine, and I asked him, would that be considered giving away my IP, my intellectual property, and my creativity? And the answer was, yeah, I think it would be. So you're not going to see any more creative memes like this. I'm sorry, I can't give away all of my secrets for free and be taken advantage of. I already made the video about this, but I digress. Student debt, mortgage, hurry up, big bro, or we'll miss the Festival of Kings. This is my buddy made this one, same style. And then this is the outdoors, essentially what it would look like, just greenery everywhere and interconnectivity. It's almost like a hippie commune meets castle meets hanging garden, sort of. So here is the responsibilities of the monarch. So this would be me in the center here, in theory, if I was elected, right? The ideas are sent to the monarch from the public, and he filters them, or he has some of his friends filter the ideas, because there might be too many, and he's a very busy man, right? And then the best ideas they choose, and he chooses after consultation with his friends, and he amplifies the great ideas to the general public. And of course, this person would have ownership of his idea, because intellectual property is a very real thing, and therefore he gets that Bitcoin thrown back to him. And in this way, the society is essentially intellectually and culturally evolving at a hyper rapid pace, because every single mind within the society becomes hyper connected through this filtering and this mass amplification process of the monarch. Next we have talent. The talent makes the ideas a reality. They get it done. They are the legwork, right? The mental and creative legwork. And of course, they are employees. You could even maybe work out some kind of equity system as well if we're starting corporations, because a lot of this will be corporations. They'll be separate, completely separate and independent institutions from the social contract. You can't just add bureaucracy to the social contract. That's illegal. It's literally illegal to do that. So we'll be starting a lot of corporations in Ancapistan, obviously. And all these corporations will have revenue, profits, costs, shareholders, equity, yada, yada, yada. You know all that, right? I hope. Unless there's a bunch of Marxists watching this video. Then they're going to go, oh, in Ancapistan, or the Marxist utopia, we're going to figure something out. We haven't figured it out yet. We're still talking. But yeah, we're going to use corporations. We're going to have lots of corporations. So the king will kind of like, he's more of a management kind of situation, more of a management thing. So anyway, there's investment, obviously, to fund the corporations. And then that investment gets pooled together. You get contracts written, bonds go out, equity, all that stuff. And then we acquire large amounts of materials that are needed to fulfill these goals and these ideas. And so through this process of pooling investment, pooling ideas, filtering ideas, searching for talent, this in turn is how you have a society massively explode in quality, in prosperity, at such a rapid pace. It's going to be blinding. People won't even know what the hell's going on. Like, oh my God, what is happening? We're so used to representative democracy. 40 years go by and absolutely nothing happens except for a slow, painful decay and increasing poverty and inflation. That's all we're used to happening in 40 years. And then 5 years go by in anarcho-monarchism, and there's this skyscrapers just raising out of the forest, out of in the middle of nowhere, with all these freight trains coming in, and oh my gosh, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so nuts. All these crazy parties, and everyone's meeting each other for the first time and establishing all of these relationships, and it's going to be so psychedelic and so intense. It's the start of a real society. It's something that none of us actually know. None of us understand. None of us have ever been part of a real society yet. So I don't think a lot of people are ready for that, and that's okay. I don't want those people, actually. They can stay home. But if you are ready, if you think you're ready for it, hit me up, man. Let's get started. Let's get down to business. Literally, it's gonna be so much fun. Anyway, last but not least, UBI payments from the social contract. Sending all those out, making it rain every month. Yeah, baby. That's what it's all about. Making that rain, making that crypto rain. We could do silver too. I think you'd have an option. You just take a walk to some government office. We'll name it the DMV, the Department of. I'll think of it later, but I think it'd be really funny if we use the acronym DMV. Everyone's just waiting in line to get their silver coins every month. Anywho, I think that's it for this video. Thank you, and have a nice day. If you want to see a new and better world come to fruition, as I do, then like, share, and subscribe. You can find an incredible amount of math, knowledge, and 3D renders by clicking on the channel name. And remember, we need you to help spread this vision across the internet for all to see and become familiar with. Let us build this new world together.